All right, welcome to week 9 of Hometown Highlights. The Glen Lake Lakers kind enough to join us as our pet band of the week. Big round of applause for them. We'll have much more throughout the show with the Lakers. It is the final week of the regular season, though, and 6 teams still have a chance at a 9-0 perfect slate. 2 of them out of the Lake Michigan Conference. That would be Grayling and Boyne City. They've both gone through every opponent on the schedule so far, except for each other. What do you know? Fitting, we end the week with some crazy Boyne City fans. They're the home team in this one, so we'll see how that fares for them. Starts off pretty good. Corey Redmond drops back and hits Bradley Faucia, and that's a big game for Mr. Faucia, right near the goal line. Later on, though, Vikings on offense. Jake Swander is going to go through the air. He's going to hit Tyler McClanahan. McClanahan sounds like a hockey name to me, but it looks like a pretty good football player as well. A few plays later, Swander finds McClanahan again. He's going to stretch this one all the way down to the goal line, come up just short. Next play, though, Ty Jensen gets the ball and plows into the end zone. Good enough for a touchdown for the Vikings. Boyne's Malik Smith now on offense, showing a little razzle-dazzle here and there. Picks up a nice first down, but the strong Boyne defense would shut down Swander on this one. Unfortunately, they couldn't shut down Swander and the Vikings all night. Shutout. Grayling, perfect 9-0 after a 21-0 win. They're also your Lake Michigan Conference champs. Well, there were 4 other teams vying for perfection in Northern Michigan tonight. We start with Glen Lake, the band. Unfortunately, they are a little sad this evening because they came up short in their pursuit of a 9-0 season. North Muskegon got the win 22-14. Mansalona, the Ironmen, have the perfect 9-0 season for the 3rd straight year. They win 40-8 over Inland Lakes. A few more teams in the area going for 9-0. St. Ignace, the Saints, usually a high-scoring team. They had a nail-biter on their hands today against Sheboygan, but they did win by 4 points. Beale City, that dominant team out of the Highland Conference, they win tonight 51-14. Well, Traverse City Central, just 1 loss on the year, looking for a big playoff seed, though, and maybe a home game at Thurlby starting next week. Cadillac hopes to get a big home win in this Big North matchup and pad their postseason stats. TJ Shepperly, though, a huge run for the Trojans there. And then it's Shepperly through the skies to TJ Schwanke, TJ to TJ. I wonder if they mix themselves up at practice. Probably not. Ref looks at it for a while and says, nope, Schwanke, you're in. That's a 7-0 lead for the black and gold. Later on, though, Cadillac, you can't sleep on them at all because this is Jalen Brooks, and the man is known to run it at any given notice and scare that defense, and he scares the Trojans here, running this one all the way, setting a new record for the 60-yard dash in the process. 7-7, we're all tied up. And on the other end, a goal line possession for the Trojans. The immediate next possession, Nate Papel gets it up the middle, 14-7 TCC, and the Trojans finish it off, 42-21 victors, and they have a nice 8-1 season to brag about in Traverse City. Well, let's go to the other side of Traverse City, the Titans. They have a good shot to be in the playoff mix as well. Can make that a guarantee with a win against Adrian tonight. And we're going to look at some of these key plays. It's Donnie Sizik tossing to one of his favorite receivers here. And that's going to be a good touchdown, 37 points for the Titans at this point. And later on, they're adding to the score with a nice rushing play. In the end, TC West got a scare from downstate Adrian, but they come out big winners in this one and ensure they're probably looking good for Selection Sunday. 44-13 your final there. How about one more Big North team? That would be Petoskey at 5 wins on the year, hoping to defeat Menominee, a team from the UP, to ensure that in the playoff field are the Northmen. It starts off Menominee's James Brown, king of Soul, takes it one up for a big gain. A few plays later, he makes it look easy when he gets the ball again for the TD. Petoskey, though, they've got an offense to fear. Tony D'Agostino will get the handoff, and he'll take off to put them in great field position, but he's not done quite yet. He would be a favorite target tonight. He will get the long bomb for a TD here. It would be the Maroons of Menominee laughing last, though. They get the big win on the road and enhance their playoff seeding 22-17. All right, I'd like to thank the Glen Lake Laker Pep Band joining us as our in-studio band of the week on the final regular season night of Hometown Highlights. Well, the Lake Michigan title was on the line earlier tonight between Grayling and Boyne City. We showed you that one, but another rivalry in the league was renewed and playoff implications on the line between Kalkaska and Elk Rapids. So let's go ahead and take you there. It's a friendly rivalry, this one. Teams shaking hands before the game, but what an offense the Blue Blazers have. We've showed you plenty of times before, but here it is again. Zach Hill up the middle, 3 yards out, 7-0 Blue Blazers. Elks on offense now. QB finds Nate Lee, and Nate Lee skies his way past all the defenders. Easy touchdown, 40 yards there, score tied at 7. Will Noble now, the QB, hands off to Zach Hill. And Hill making it look easy again, punches another one in the end zone. Elks now on offense trying to get it going again, but Noble, the QB, playing defense, out there making a smooth play to get the interception. Noble then on offense again. The guy plays both ends of the field quite well. Connects for a 45-yard pass with, you guessed it, the same man that's been doing all the damage in this one. And we're going to keep going. This time Noble again with an interception, and he's going to connect. Well, Noble's going to actually go for a few more yards. I figured he'd just get the pick, but that time he felt like returning it a few more yards, giving them good possession on the offense. This time Noble again on that possession, throws it deep, and Zach Hill once again is there in the end zone. Kalkaska, big winners in this one. Looking good for the playoffs as well are the Blazers. 44-7, your final in that one. Well, the junior Stags warming up on the sidelines before this one. These guys, they're going to be pretty good in a few years. But let's go ahead and look at the current Stags. Kingsley hosting Hart tonight. Kingsley up huge in the third, but it's Hart who gets on the board first in this half. That's a 2-point conversion there for the Pirates. Later on, though, an onside kick. They go for the end zone, but Ryan French is the big guy there in orange, brings the Hart QB down. They're going to try and go through the skies on this one, but French has that one scouted out. He not only tackles, but he also intercepts really well. There he is rumbling down the field, finally gets brought down. Getting pretty good position, though, in that Hart territory, and Tristan Eichenroth with a nice run here. The Stags, unfortunately, would not get another score on that possession. They'd settle for a field goal, but really, the explosive offense was already well in tow. 51-8, your final. Kingsley moving on to the playoffs as well. Well, Lake City... Sutton's Bay's band interrupted me. They're like, don't talk about Lake City just yet. We've got a good team, too. But Lake City returning to the postseason for the 4th straight year, getting a final tune-up against the Norsemen. Starts with a Nathan Holt touchdown run here. And then the Trojans are going to go through the sky. Drew Marion is going to go up the middle and then pass to the sidelines. He finds Hayden Francisco. I like that name, Hayden Francisco. This sounds like a tough wide receiver. And then Marion shows he's not a one-sided QB threat. He can also do it on the ground. He goes up the middle, scoots past all the defenders. Trojans win this one pretty big, 55-0 your score. Well, let's head north of the bridge where Sault Ste. Marie trying to pad their playoff resume tonight. And check this out, last play of the first quarter, it was 4th and 5. It was a double option play. You don't see this too often, but Michael James hands to Reinald Anderson. He hands to Justin DeLeese, who runs it in for the 35-yard score. 14-0 Devils to the second quarter. Now the double option works again. We know what they've been practicing this week. James to Delisle to Reinald, who finds the hole, and this one's a 15-yard score, puts the Sioux up 21-0. Later in the second, on another 4th down play, they bring in Benjamin Formolo to handle the passing duties, and he does a great job. He hooks up with Delisle for the 23-yard score, 28-0, and Sault Ste. Marie goes on to get the win and clinch a playoff spot for next week.